What's up, y'all? We're back with Blue. More Revue Relive. Hopefully some cooler cards this time. I know Blue's got some good stuff. I see a good card right here in front of me. Joined today
Yeah,
by
Blue's
Andy
got
and
all the
Matt.
meta cards, honestly, and it also fixes all the holes in the deck that made me famous in the Weiss community, the Maya Chicken Tenders deck. Shout out to my homeboy Dr. Weiss.
That it
Hi,
did.
I'm Andy.
So Andy, go ahead. Kick us off.
All right, we got Earth Goddess Yachia. Your opponent's characters get on court 2, doesn't really matter, and then is a center runner with 3,500 power. This is a premium. So I like to say cremulum, level 0
Yeah,
profile.
more like
This is the
Cremulum.
Homestar runner of the Weiss world.
That's a good plusing 0. We love
As
our...
good as
like
it gets.
honestly, most of your standby blue decks, you just play this runner and you just move it
I
around the
think you put
table.
this in every Revue list that you could play. You just play this
This is
card.
the Lightning McQueen of Revue.
I don't know what you
Also,
mean by
this
that, but it has really good synergy with the level 0 Nana as well. You try field, you clean cut something back, and then the card can still run to the center because you opened a slot.
Yeah, this chick's like the Harley Quinn of the Revue world. She's kind of like batshit crazy.
All right, next
I think
card.
that was like a better impression, yeah.
3-2. You're gonna see this line of text a lot. If you have the Akira in your level slot, this card gets -1 level in your hand. That experience requirement is going to be on a ton of blue cards. In fact, more of them than not. It is a 2K to front assist and on play check X. Pretty nice. Good to standby out. Good to play from hand.
From Rimikin's sister.
I like that in a standby deck with only 4 standby, you don't have to hit an additional standby to get your support on the field. You can just fucking play it, which is nice. And it checks.
Yeah,
X.
and I mean it gets leveled down, correct, when the Akira's in your experience, right? Yeah, it does.
Yeah, you can play it from hand. Yeah.
Yeah, there's
Yeah,
no
it's super helpful. Plus, you can
there's
grab your finisher off of it whenever the auto effect happens as well.
it's nice that it's experience and it's not tied to like full field or like number of climaxes in waiting room. You can always just slam it down and as many as you want.
Yeah,
I
this is
think this is
from
the
the
big draw to like
DVD
standby
storyline.
pants, right?
Yeah, this is the Akira's pants.
It's just in a 4 standby deck. You don't have to hit 2 standbys to get your support. You can play it from hand, and then stand by your Mahira to the front row. You don't actually have to like have a bazillion things go right in a deck with only 4 standbys. You just like kind of play it.
Yeah, this card slaps. I love the Snow White Shiori. Are you ready to go to the big girl, Akira?
Yeah, it's all you, Matt.
This is a new stage Akira. It's one of the title cards from the box. So it has experience with itself. So if itself is in the level slot, it gets plus 2k. It climaxes with Frau Platine on ice because, like, in this school, the Sigfeld school, their shtick is they're all named after gems. This card is placed on the stage from your hand. It heals, and then the climax combo is pay 2 on reverse. If Frau Platine on ice is in your climax spot, you may pay the cost if you did. Perform the following actions twice. Place 4 cards from the bottom of your opponent's deck into the waiting room and deal X damage to them, where X is equal to the number of climaxes among those cards. Damage can be canceled. It has Icy Tail, which was super dank back in the day. I don't know how good Icy Tail is now. I'd assume it's probably about the same.
Yeah.
You could also like force a refresh with it, which is pretty cool.
You chew a lot of cards. It can be pretty gross because you repeat the action twice. So you see a climax burn, you see another climax burn again, then attack. That's Cocachino. Pay 2, and it heals, and it's 11k. Does have to sniper reverse. That's a big deal. Even to this day, it's still hard to do. No matter how big your power is.
Though.
No matter how big your power is, it's still hard to get reverses. Because backups are bigger than ever, and as well as people's ways to dodge combat. Or just crash out against you and force you to direct 3 times.
Yeah, the other thing about this is when you're attacking, you often have 2 Snow Whites in your backfield, so like plus 4k right there, plus another 2k from the experience, plus the 1k from the climax. I mean, that's pretty thick.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't love having an on reverse combo and like a standby focused deck. It's like always a bit awkward, I think, but
I don't
this is
like
like the best
Tail.
finisher in the set.
Icy
Yeah,
Tail
this
was
is like the premier finisher of the set.
yeah, it was super destructive back in the day when again, games were longer. People had more time to compress, so Icy Tail was a bit nuttier. As well as the fact that it was easier to, get the reverses, and the fact that this card healed and was big. You could stand by this out because it had experience requirement and it would actually have a chance of holding field, which was nice. This card could go to the front row. Probably not so much anymore, but it's fine.
Well, I don't know. If you have the
Still
Shiori
probably
in the back
preferred
row,
finisher of the set for the meta decks, and then if you're playing the Sigfeld deck, which only gets better with the Live Idol set, this is still the finisher for that deck as well. I don't know. This is probably good enough.
Yeah, it's
yeah,
definitely fine.
with the Shiori behind it and a copy of itself in experience, it's 13K it's sitting at.
Right.
Yep.
Pretty big.
All right.
13 is my favorite number, and Taylor Swift's. I'm ready to go on to Aladdin Claudine.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm digging this Aladdin Claudine. That's a cool costume.
If
Mine's my
Aladdin
favorite
Claudine
character.
existed back in the day when I was jamming English Tenders combo on set 1, my waifu OTP energy would have been through the roof.
Andy, this is yours.
Yeah. So Aladdin Claudine, if you're levels 3 or higher, you can send this to your waiting room, choose a Maya Tendo chicken tenders finisher in your hand, slap that tender on the field, and it gives 500 power, which is like whatever. But notably, it can play the finisher for free from your hand. So
Yeah,
that
and
seems pretty solid.
that's pretty solid in a deck that is mana hungry. I can't spell Aladdin to save my life. But the restander combo, the chicken tenders combo we keep referencing, it's pretty powerful, and it doesn't need the reverse. You just keep restanding that. So like, this is a relevant card. This is a 2 of in the chicken tenders combo deck, 100%.
Is that finisher hand gated at all?
What do you
Or is
mean?
it all stock? Like, is there a hand cost?
No.
It's all stock.
Hand cost comes from the Claudine, I believe.
Is it ditch 1 or ditch 2?
Ditch 1.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you can afford to spend 1 hand. So spawn an extra card, keep your stock threshold low. Yeah, I'm down.
Or hey, if
wrong
you
on
just
any
have
of that
this
stuff,
showing
correct
in
in
your
the
back
comments.
row already, you
It
just
doesn't do
you
anything
just
else, so
back
it's
it.
kind of dead early, but it's fine.
Yeah, I mean, it's a universal assist for 500. That's pretty cool.
All right, next.
Ready to move on to Mayfan?
Level 0 Mayfan experience. If the Akira is in your level slot, this card gets 2 of the following abilities. Frontal 500 assists at the beginning of your climax phase. Choose a character, give it 500 power, and it is a top 4 deck search brainstorm.
This is like a one of. This is like your alternate brainstormer. Like, I believe it was Nico is pretty high on this card as a one of. It's fine. It's a playable, but it's just pretty much a one of. I wouldn't mess.
I imagine this would be your primary brainstorm in the.
It actually isn't. If
The
you're
red decks,
playing
right?
strictly Remick, or strictly Sigfeld, your primary brainstormer is the Hercules Mahiru or Machiru or Michiru, the one that likes walnuts. I can't remember what her name is, but that's your primary brainstormer if you're gonna stick with just this school.
It seems fine.
I just don't know why it would be this. Like, because you're always getting that. What's her?
Well, there's a big reason. Because search brainstorms suck.
Oh, come on, but it's frontal 500 and spot 500. That's like pretty dope.
Starting at level 1.
Yeah, starting
if
at level
you're
1.
lucky.
That's like 3/4 of the game.
Depends if Akira is your. It depends if Akira is on color for your level 1 that you're playing or not, actually. It might not be online at level 1. It might be online at level 2. Makes
Pretty
it
much
kinda
everybody that just plays Sigfeld, all of their cards are going to be blue. But if you're playing Standby Pants,
I
guess
would
that
still
maybe
just
is a
play
little
the yellow
awkward.
one. I just always play the yellow fucking
yeah, your
brainstorm.
best bet's just play Pandora Misora.
I loathe search brainstorms with every fiber of my being. They have to have such a cracked other effect for me to want to play them.
Oh, you're so jaded. You're so jaded.
I mean, Andy,
the red
if we're
girl plays
comparing Frontal 500, Climax Phase 500 that might not be online until level 2 to every time I act 500 power for free, I'm taking the other one, especially since the Brainstorm kicks itself.
Yeah, the other one probably is better.
Yeah, I would take honestly, the best set and the preferred Brainstormer of Revue Starlight is that Pandora Misora. Like, nobody else
Yeah.
plays anybody but Pandora. There's a reason she's $25 in JP. But this next Brainstormer we're about to talk about here, the Hercules Michiru, is like DS for dog shit. But if you're playing a Sigfeld exclusive build, you're really kind of stuck playing this card. Like,
I don't
you
under
could
why.
play the
If I was
Mace-
playing Sigfeld, why wouldn't I just play Mei Fan?
I kind of like the plus 1,000 power.
You're getting that with the Mei Fan. The
Yes and
frontal 5
no.
plus 500. It's 1,000.
Yeah, but
This card has different applications because it's a Rest 2 Brainstorm.
yeah, and that's another
You can
problem
do
with
some
this.
you can do some nutty stuff with even the like Claudine we just looked at, right? Like cards that can be tapped and then cached for other abilities. Like,
Yeah, but come on, that's like at level 3.
I mean, yeah, I didn't say it was a good play. I said it was a play. Like, there's a little bit of flex you can do with tap twos that you can't with self taps. That being said, 1,000's a lot of power every turn, but like, it's like
I think if
just
I
okay.
wanted to play
Find
this,
your
I'd want to play
deck
this
needing to
in
be all
non-Sigfeld builds.
Sigfeld. This is relevant, but like, this is also an SP in this set, which is kind of. I don't know. If you're playing Sigfeld, play this, but
Art's cute.
otherwise,
I like the like crazy like Greek Colosseum thing they got fucking going
I don't
on.
know. I think I'd still rather play Mei Fan and pure Sigfeld. I feel like this
Yeah,
card, Hercules, would be
this
better in
Hercules,
non-Sigfeld builds.
Michiru too. Like, her plot armor is she's the one that like pulls all the strings on all the people. She's like the puppet master. She controls what everybody's doing at all times and all that stuff. Kind of corny.
All right.
I'm ready to move on to
back to
the
Andy.
Celestial Power Akira.
Yeah, we got another Akira Celestial Power. When this is placed in your waiting room from the stage, you can pay one. It's Ricky for one character's same level or lower than your level with cost. Oh, it's the worst Ricky ever.
It is, and it's played in
Oh
Sigfeld
no,
only.
Sora and Shiro.
At least this is on death, and at least it's on death, which means you can maybe spawn your level 1 combo. But it's whatever.
Come on, I hate these. At least it pluses, but come the fuck on.
This is PF for pretty foil in my binder.
I mean, yeah, the art's good. No
It's
denying that one.
It was way more relevant and way better back in 2018.
All right.
I'd still rather just play the Karen Ricky.
We got 2 girls pointing at a pig. On play.
Yeah, this is Mayfan.
Is that a? Oh, it's a pig.
It's a feral pig. On play, mill top 2. There's a climax. Give a character 15. It's a drop search. I don't like force mill on my filter, but it's fine. You could do worse.
You can at least resolve. You can resolve the drop search before the mill.
Yeah, I mean, I remember this is like Bunny Girl like begrudgingly paid this card. I'm sure
Look at that
there's,
Los
there's
Angeles
there
shit.
are better
This is a
drop
Sigfeld
searches
only
than
card.
this.
You only play it in the Sigfeld deck.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think this sees play.
The name of this card is Idle Banter for 2. Yachio and Mayfan.
All right, Matt, you get the other cool card.
Yeah, I get the Musketeer Juna, the one that basically 360 no scopes.
Which Musketeer is she?
What do you say? She is
Which
Musketeer
Musketeer?
Aramis. Which, if I remember correctly, he's actually the nerdy Musketeer, so this kind of lines up pretty well for flavor text. This card's also an SP. When this card is placed from the stage or from the hand to the stage, look at the top 3 cards of your library. Choose one of them and put it in your hand. Then put the rest in the waiting room, and then you can auto pay 1, ditch 1. When this card attacks, you may pay the cost. If you do, put the top 5 cards of your library into the waiting room and deal X damage to your opponent, where X is equal to the number of climax among those.
I like Ronco.
That is a really nice off finisher.
I
Yeah,
swear, like I haven't even seen Ronco as an off finisher in years. So like I don't know. I'm a fan of the effect.
It's that first effect with it too.
Yeah, the
Pop
fact
check
that the
3
card
like
cantrips.
that's really solid.
I'm a
Yeah,
fan.
this is Juna Go
Off
Bar for
finisher
me.
of choice. Easy one
Like,
of.
I give it an A+. That's really good.
Yeah, I like this. I like this card a lot. The artwork's impeccable. I'm ready to go on to the Sun General Maya.
Let's talk about Sun General Tenders.
All right. Yeah.
When you play it, you get a heal. Okay. Ability activates 1 time per turn. When you reverse your opponent, you can pay for Ditch to restand. I'd rather just play the last card.
Yes, where this card is like kind of cool is if you can't get multiple Claudines out on the battlefield for your Wombo combo, Oonga Boonga Chicken Tenders, Go Bar, or the Raising Cane's Lemonade all over your opponent. Final turn from the Tenders combo, you kind of like play this.
Couldn't
and
you
it's
just play the
fine.
Juna instead, though?
If you have 6 stock and no climax, you can do Juna and this for possible, what is that? Like 5 instances of damage.
Yeah, when I played updated Tenders, like when I played the JT version of Tenders, I played the Sun General as a one-off. And it was cool. It was mostly just flavorful for me though, but I don't know, this card's okay. It's just okay.
I do think it pales in comparison as an off finisher to the other card, but maybe you want your off finisher to be a healer instead of a check X. I don't know what possible
That's
things
why
you
it's
could play,
that's
but
why it's
I
a
feel
one-off
like
too.
most of the things in Revue are healers, if I'm remembering correctly. So you'd want the Juna more often anyway. So I don't think the card's terrible. It's just like fine.
Yeah, it's one of in the Tenders combo, but other than that, like you
Needs a
can mostly
reverse.
skip this card or sell me your SP for $20 off this card.
All right, next, 1-0 Juna. If you have another Revue character, it gets 2K, and this card has hand on court unplayable.
I've never. I gotta be honest with you. I owned multiple playsets of this set, and I don't think I actually owned this card.
You
Well,
weren't missing anything.
Yeah,
I
you
don't
didn't
think.
miss anything. This card's garbage.
J for Juna and Joggers. All right.
All right, Matt. This one, you got the book.
This is the Glittering Eyes, Glittering Fish Tank Michiru, I believe. Double check here.
Oh,
How
I
much
missed
you-
experience. That's Akira. Hold
Yeah, so,
on. I got it.
Akira, if Akira's in your level slot, this gets 1500, so constant. So that sits at 6K. And then when you reverse your opponent, if 2 or more characters, you get to draw 2, ditch 1. So correct me if I'm wrong, Matt, but this looks like it is your plussing combo in the Sigfeld deck.
Yeah, you play this in the Sigfeld deck, and whenever I would play the Sigfeld deck on a random Wednesday, people would be like, "Ooh, the artwork's pretty," and then I'd be like, "Yeah, I didn't really kill you with this now, did I?" But this is your level 1 combo in the Sigfeld deck. Also, if you're playing OTP, the OTP from this school is Michiru and Akira. So you do play this.
Mob Psycho
really,
literally
really
has a
pretty
better
foil,
version of
too.
this on a better
It's
trigger.
just okay. It's more of a flavorful thing. It's more of if I want to sit there and jam some waifus, then
Yeah, it's only for the school deck. I gotcha.
I'm ready to move on to the Black Lion Nation Claudine.
All right.
Ooh, I have that on a deck box. This is a really pretty.
This is back to Andy.
It's a pretty picture here.
Yeah, you played as
Lion-
a one of.
Lion King Nation, Claudine. When you attack, choose one of your other Revue characters. It gets 500 times the number of your other characters. Shimakai
Yeah, this
profile.
is I actually play this in Standby Pants as a one of, and it seems to do pretty well at level 1 because you don't have a true level 1 combo, right? Because it's Standby. So you kind of shit this on the table and hope it kills something, and if it doesn't, whatever. You got in there for some damage.
Yeah, seems solid auxiliary level 1.
I'm gonna put Ox for Ox Cord. Alright, anyway.
All right, we got this. Who is this, man?
We got the Snow White Shiori.
No
It's a
Ichiro.
deer, Carmen.
Well, yeah, I know that. I know. Look, dude.
I don't think this is Pocahontas. I do remember they did Pocahontas or something in there.
If Akira is in your level slot, this gets 1,000 power, and hand on core on attack. If you have another character, this gets 1,500 power. That's unplayable.
It's playable in the Sigfeld deck and the Sigfeld deck only. This is actually the Earth Goddess Shiori. I always put her in these big flowy ball ground dresses. It's kind of weird, but yeah, this is a school only card.
If you have experience, it's what 7K, and then swings for 80. It doesn't have encore or anything either.
It does. It does
Why-
have hand on core.
Oh wait, it does have hand encore. Actually, would this be your standby target in the standby
No.
pants?
No, you
No,
play
your
a
standby target is the
107K.
2/2 Ikari. That's the knight.
No, not at level 2. At level 1, Carmen said there's a 107K.
Yeah, you play that instead.
Oh yeah, I can't remember what color that card's in, but Carmen is correct there.
I was gonna say, compared to other standby targets, this seems fine actually. Like that would be like a 1175 that swings for 9.
If
I don't
you're
actually
playing
hate
the blue school though, I know the level 3 is pants, but what is the level 1, the glittering eyes, glittering tank? That is door?
Oh, the blue one, that's book.
That's book. Okay, I apologize. I'm blinder than Count Dracula.
All right, next card.
Oh, this one's a cool one.
This is a 2/1 4K counter.
I love the
but you
2/1
have to
4K
have
counter.
the
This will make you
Akira
feel better, Michiru.
in your level.
That's really good
You
though.
definitely
That is
get-
a lot of power.
You get people with this. Yeah, 4K, a lot.
It's like actually a really good card. Maybe A is like harsh, but like I don't know. That's a lot of power for like a free condition.
Yeah, I mean, this is what I like to do is split this between the power of the 99th Seijo Academy 2/1, and then you play this one as well. And you can actually save your own standby targets and all that with this thing. Like, this thing is pretty baller.
Yeah, like
Alright.
unironically, that's a lot of fucking power. I imagine you could splash that in like other decks too. Like as long as you have the
You do
Akira
actually,
finisher.
because as long as Akira is your finisher, then yeah.
You gotta have
Yeah,
the card in level anyway. So, all right, Matt,
Which
you get this 2/1.
this is Dio-chan Yachio, and I have no idea how to say her last name. Please phonetically spell that out for me in the comments. If Akira's in the level zone, which honestly, you're gonna have Akira in the level zone 99% of the time anyway. This card has plus 1,500 power and gains the following ability: pay 1. When this card attacks, you may pay the cost. If you do, perform the trigger step twice. So it's a 2/1 twin driver that's oversized AF. It doesn't guarantee you a reverse, but I feel like plus 7,500 power is probably enough to get it done to kill your
Looks like a
opponent's
14,
largest standby targets.
14, right?
If you are going to pay 1 to like try to run something over, this is like one of the best ways to do it. I remember when this first, like, when people were playing Revue and this card was getting dropped around, I was like, wow, this card's like ridiculously overspec. It was just like 1,000 power bigger than every other one of these and had another effect, you know. And then they started printing Quinn's cards, and this card didn't seem too crazy anymore. But you know, back in the day,
There's 5 of them.
back in the day,
That's
this
really
card was
solid.
pretty good. Yeah, it's still really good.
I mean, this card's AB for I'm about it.
Same.
I'm about it too, man.
All right, back to
Next
Andy.
card, we got Nana and Jun.
Sweet
Matt,
days,
is there,
Juna
like-
and Nana.
Is there something? What is it with all the frogs on these cards? Cupcakes for frogs.
Nana's favorite animal is frogs, and like if they want quote unquote favors, they bring her frogs, and she like does their homework for them or does their laundry or whatever. She loves frogs.
Damn.
Okay. I don't
Yeah.
remember that from the show.
It's not in
Um,
the show. It's a subplot of the video game.
Okay. When this
Yeah.
card's placed on stage from hand, you reveal your top card. If it's a Revue character, during this card, no soul is deducted when you side attack. You can side attack for free, and it is a bottom deck bomb. I kind of like that.
Yeah, it's played a lot in the Juna Nana OTP deck that's kicking around there.
I like side attack for free. I think that's like kind of an underrated profile.
500 power zone bomb with a
Oh, no,
somewhat relevant other effect. I'm about it.
Back in my day, you didn't really side attack with any of the Revue cards because they were probably dying anyway. This to me is an OTP card. I'm ready to go to
it would be
Hard
good
Day's
with the
Work.
banana clean cut too. Good clean cut.
Yeah, the Nana Clean Cut is hot. That's a damn good card. I'm ready to go on to a hard work behind the scenes.
I was gonna say Maya is also very hot in this picture.
Talk about hot.
Yeah,
she's
all
sweating. She's got to wipe herself down. When this card attacks, look at the 2 cards on top of your deck. Choose a card, put it on top of your deck. Put the remaining card in the waiting room. Choose your trigger. On attack, if you have 1 or less other characters, put the top card of your deck in the waiting room. If that card's a level 0, put that character in the back row. It is a spawner. It is with top 2. It's fine. This is like just okay. It's like
sweaty.
It's like worse than a actual rearranged top 2 cheeser spawner, but like, I guess I don't know.
I can't spell sweaty to save my life.
It gives you 2 chances to hit.
Yeah, it's played in the Maya. It's actually played in the Tenders combo, kind of, sort of, as a one of. But
all right,
it's just
All right, Matt, go ahead.
All right, I'm ready to go to Confidants on a Date. Michiru and Akira. It's actually a pretty important scene in the video game, but I can't remember what it's about. Well, this card attacks. Choose one of your Revue characters, and that gets plus 1500 power for the turn, and then it has character encore. This is actually played both in the Akira Michiru OTP deck, as well as the Sigfeld deck itself, but there's just better cards to play in the actual meta decks. Like,
I don't actually hate this, Carmen. As far as like just saving something, I don't think I hate it. It's like even if you save it, you get you can reuse the 1500 power.
Cool. I'd rather die. I'd rather roll over and die.
I mean, it's not the greatest thing ever, but
if I had to hand encore this card, I would rather scoop up my deck and go home. I don't
know. Maybe this video just dragged on for a while. But maybe I've seen too many Revue cards.
Yeah, I think you've seen too many Revue cards, man. But if I have to hand encore this card, I'm packing up. I'm going to Sheets. I'm hungry. I'm done.
See, dude, if you look closely at the light of this card, it's Carmen descending to the heavens after jumping off that Ferris wheel in the background.
Yeah, I'm just jumping right off. Yeah. All right.
I'm ready to go to the Night of the Black Lion Nation, Juna.
Black Knight Juna, yeah, and this is a double combo with
with the shot.
The 2-1 we hated earlier, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. All of the Juna and Nana climax cards climax off of both either a Nana or a Juna.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, the set 1 stuff, there was a double combo.
Yeah, the climax in this is called Nana's Strawberry Sweets.
All right. Well, Black Knight Juna, your other middle row character, gets 1500, and when you play the Nana's June Sweets, whatever, on your climax slot, you choose and do one of the following. You choose one of your characters, give it 2k, or you choose one of your characters, give it a soul. And as a reminder that the banana combo was like a 2-1 that on attack you
on reverse.
No, it's like on attack you stock one.
No, it's on reverse. Stock 1, search 1. Stock 1 from grave, search. No, it's on reverse. It was on reverse. It was 9/5 on turn. So this would make it 11 in the center lane only. And you could give it power or you could give it soul, but it still doesn't defend it cross turn. I don't care. I don't care. That's what I'm rating it. IDC. I don't give a fuck about this card. I like Juna and Nana. It's unfortunate.
Deck.
I like Juna and Nana's characters. And they keep getting shafted. Why don't they get any good cards?
Yeah, Nana and Juna don't get good cards until set 3.
I'm hyped for set 3 then. I like Nana and Juna. They're like They're like
They're
up
Carmen's
there.
OTP of the day.
No, they're up there for. They were good characters in the show. Like I said, I only watched the first season of the show, and I really liked it because I like the director because he was like got lots of Utena vibes from that show. I'm a big fan
You're
of
talking about
Utena.
the giraffe.
No, like the director that
Oh, there
directed
wasn't
the
a
show.
giraffe card in this set. What the fuck?
There is no giraffe. The giraffe is the giraffe is like a season 1 thing.
He's
Alright.
in the movie though, and
better
he's
be
in
in the movie.
the stage plays. But
Wakarimas. Alright.
yeah, Wakarimas. Also, if you want me to sign your giraffe cards, you can mail them to my address. I'll DM you.
He'll do it. He'll dox himself. Don't. He'll dox himself at the first opportunity. Don't.
My address will be just posted in the comments as a pinned comment, and it won't even be me posting. It'll be somebody else. It'll be like an AI response. This person's address is anyway. So we're on to looking fresh in the mirror, Shiori.
I think
You
this
know
is
what, this-
me, right? Or no?
Yeah, this is actually like a candidate for just straight up skip. You're playing the other card. You're playing the other level 1. You don't want to play this.
What is it? It's a split. It's a split 2K1. Holy shit! It's a split 2K1.
Just like Mikasa.
That gives that
It's 1,000 power when something else is played up to twice per turn, and when you reverse your opponent, search at level
I feel
0.
like this card is more of a trap than
pass.
This is more of a trap than
I don't
the
think it's a trap.
Fumi.
No one's falling for that.
Yeah, that's that. This card is too obviously terrible.
I want this part of the thing to jump cut to the "It's a Trap" scene from the Empire. Anyway,
It is Star Wars Day.
may the 4th be with you. Anyway, so we're on to the Genie and the Lamp, Maya.
Yeah, I think
This
this
is
is
the
back
one-
to Andy, right? Or no, this is Matt's card. Go ahead.
Yeah, this is the one A tier capsule I could never pull in the mobile game, and I big sad. Anyway, this is Genie and the Lamp, Pendo Maya. During your opponent's turn, all your other Revue characters get plus 500 power, and then when you trigger check a climax, choose one of your characters and give it another 2,000 power.
That is weird.
It's actually
having
1,000. It's 1,000, not a.
Oh,
Ooh.
is it?
Okay, I like
Yeah.
it a little bit better then.
The
feels
defensive
like it's
1,000 and a trigger check 2K.
As a man who has sleeved up 99% of all Revue cards to ever exist, including those weird people promos, where they actually have like the live stage play
Just
actors.
the way
on
you
the
said
card.
it, those weird people promos.
Yeah, like they're just obscure cards. You have this beautiful gotcha game artwork, and then you have the voice actor and just like
In a
You're
white
making it sound
background.
like it's like a downgrade. Like, oh, you have these ugly real people.
yeah. Well,
I
dude, it's
mean,
the
is he
angles of the
wrong?
camera and stuff, dude. Like they take like the
I think all the
world's-
actors are.
Okay, no. It has
I think they look fine.
it has nothing to do with the actors. It has nothing to do with the voice actors or anything like that. It has to do with like they're like on a white blank background, and like they do look weird. They look very uncanny.
Like, dude, it's like they randomly shoved a camera in their face and said, "All right, pose," and then walked away as they were like, "What just happened?" Like, it's,
yeah.
they're the goofiest poses, and it's like they're in a slasher movie, and the slasher was behind the camera whenever they took the photo. I don't know. It's just
I
they're
get
the
what Matt's talking
goofiest looking
about.
cards in the
They are
world.
very uncanny looking when you have them next to regular Weiss cards.
It's like if you find my IRL Instagram and look at any of my selfies on there, all of those pictures look like my selfies. It's pretty terrifying. Anyway,
I
This is
kind of like it actually. Now that it's 1,000 power. When it was 500, I didn't like it, but 1,000 power, I do like it actually. I
This
guess you
is
could
a-
sequence your attacks to like take advantage of the second effect.
this is probably the worst Maya they ever printed, but
I don't think it's that bad.
It's
dude,
pretty
Maya
bad.
has all these
It's
absolute
fine.
bangers. Like she has like all these.
She
top
does get the good
40
cards. Maya and
charting
Claudine
hits.
have a ton of good cards.
And this is the one miss. This is like the B side of the record you don't want to listen to. This is an OTP deck only card.
It's got good art.
It does have a
Not good
damn
art.
good art. She does make a pretty good genie. She plays the genie, or what the story goes is she wins the role for Aladdin, and Claudine's like, I could do it better for you, and then they dream about what it would be like if their roles were swapped.
You ain't never had a friend, never had a friend. You ain't never had a friend. All right, next card we got Mei Fan.
This is the 1-0 Mayfan Bonder.
Yeah, it looks like it does.
It's Fire Goddess Mayfan.
No,
'cause
it
they
doesn't
do all the
bond, but
elements
when
and
it's
shit.
placed from hand to stage, you can choose a card in your level and the Akira in your waiting room and swap them. So if you aren't able to get your Akira into your level, you can use this to swap it in. Which is interesting. I probably just like meant to be a failsafe if you can't get the Akira in time for level 1. But I don't know. I don't think you really need a failsafe that early. But placed on stage from hand during this turn, this gets X power equal to the number of your others. I see where they're going with it, but I don't think it's necessary.
I think
I
it's
actually
necessary
really like the
for
Fire
the
Goddess Mayfan. It's really good in the Sigfeld deck.
I was gonna
as well
say
as...
for the what are they, schools? For the school only deck, Andy, their level 1 combo needs Akira and level to work.
Yeah, so it's
So-
pretty...
So I guess you
it's
run
for
this
that
as like
deck.
a one-off.
Yeah, it's for that deck only, I think.
Okay, well I still don't think it's
I don't think it's
a
very
necessary evil. I
yeah,
guess at
no.
that point.
All right.
I don't know. I like the card. It's good for the school stuff. You know.
Oh, this next card I do remember seeing.
Yeah,
though.
1-0
This is-
Akira. This card can't side
Beauty and the
attack.
Beast, Akira.
If you have the Akira in your level zone, it gets 1500 power all the time. So it is a 107k. This was played as your standby quote-unquote target of choice for level 1 because you didn't really play a level 1 combo in standby pants. You just needed a card to bridge you, and like this you could costlessly play from hand unlike a normal 1/1. And it was fine enough back then. Probably not that great now, but that was the strategy. And I think it's fine. It's okay.
This is B for Beast.
B for Beast.
Yeah, because she's Beast from Beauty and the Beast.
How far we've come. This was like nutty back then. You had a 107k.
Yeah, this was like the Emma Watson version of Beauty and the Beast. It was breathtaking.
All right, Matt, you got this one.
We got the so this one chick like spies on Akira, this Yachio. So this is her spying on Akira to see if she's like doing mean shit or whatever. Anyway, this is an assist character, gives plus 500 power for each level the character is in front. It's a level assist. It also is a climax assist. For me personally, I never messed with this card, not even in the school build. So it's like P for
Seems
pass.
Pretty
or-
outclassed by the Shiori.
Yeah,
Although-
like the
Yeah, you got
Shiori's
other
just
shit to
like
do.
this. It's like the Walter White cocaine. It's the purest possible card you could play as a level assist or whatever. Like this is just
I don't understand that. Your references are getting more and more obscure, man. I'm not really understanding,
Well,
but
Walter White didn't make cocaine. He made meth. Where's meth whiffing?
I do like the fact that I do like level assists at level 1 in standby decks. You can establish them early, but I don't know. You probably don't need it.
yeah. It's like It's not as it's not a memorable card. It's a memorable scene in the game, but other than that, it's like.
All right, I'm gonna blitz through these next ones so we can get to the promos here. When your other Revue character attacks during this turn, this card gets plus X power. X equal to the number of your other characters times 500, and it's a 2/1. This card's garbage.
This is F for flexible.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's very flexible. I'll give it an F. Double
Yeah,
F.
that's the name of the card. Flexible girl from China, Mei Fan.
2/2 Claudine for each of your other Revue characters in the back row. This card gets 2,000 power when this is placed in the hand for stage. If you have 4 or more other characters, choose a Revue character in your waiting room, place it into your stock. And it's a 2/2/6/5 with 2 soul. So it is a 10/5.
It's the OTP deck only.
10/5.
I don't hate it. You can play it from your hand in a pinch and get like
Yeah.
back. I don't hate
If
it.
for some reason you needed your standby 2/2 to fix, it's fine. And last card here, event 2/1 counter. If you have 5 or more Sigfield, right? Choose one
Yeah.
Sigfield
it's Sigfeld.
from your clock, return it to hand, send this to memory. Oh, it's Jupiter counter, but it doesn't give any
wait,
power.
Wait. It's more like a Psycha's Wish. In a
Oh,
way.
it is
This
more like
level-
it is Psycha's Wish. Hold on.
Well,
it's
when you
literally-
don't sacrifice though.
You don't sack anything, but you have to have full field, so you can't
It's
use
just
it more
the
than
healing
once.
part.
Or wait, no, because you don't sack anything. Holy shit. It's Psych is with, but you don't have to sack. For Sigfield only. That's fine.
This is why you go all in on Sigfeld whenever you're playing the Sigfeld deck, is for this event card, which pretty much every single school has an event, with the exception of the OG girls. So this is why you
seems
go all
actually.
Sigfeld.
It seems pretty good actually.
Yeah, it is really good.
You're actually not losing cards. You're going 1-for-1 because you're getting a card back to your hand, but then you're getting a heal and a memory compression for free. I think this is like actually good.
I think the opportunity
I
cost
don't know if I want to
playing,
give it an
playing the
A,
playing the like only deck from level 2 onwards, where you can't even play a mixed character field at level 2 and forwards, is way too much of a drawback for me.
Maybe, but okay. Well, let's think about it though, because like Sigfeld, at least unlike the other two decks, which the full field condition could be a bit harder, like your stuff actually tanks up on field
Your
a
best
lot bigger,
front
and you
row-
have pretty big backups.
Your best front row cards are non your best front row cards in the set at level 2. Your mid game cards are off trait.
I guess that is
Both your
true.
early
I'm still
plays.
gonna. That still is a pretty good effect though.
All right, promos real quick.
Promos.
Level 0, 2500 Aru. At the beginning of your encore step, you have another rescue card in the front row. You may clock yourself to rest this card. That's fine. Clock Harana.
Yeah, this is another Frontier deck card only. Like, this is probably the least important of all the box toppers. Like, if you're trying to buy box toppers, there's a different Aruru. There's the Dr. Akira and the Phantom of the Opera and Karen. I would try to pick up 2 copies of each of those, but the rest of the box toppers are straight up I for ignorable. So, like, this is like ass sauce to me.
1-0 to Moe. All of your opponent's characters gain Clock Encore. That's unplayable.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
I love turning my opponent into Fate. Like 2-1
if you're
Karen.
a fan of Watering Gardens, pick this card up. Otherwise, you can leave it at home.
2-1 Karen. It's a fucking
10K. No soul.
Yeah, 10K 1 soul. It's F.
Yeah, this actually matters if you're playing the Karen Hikari OTP deck, because there isn't too much you can do with that deck. It was relevant back in 2019. I don't know where we're at now, but it was relevant back in the day. I would still, if you're trying to build multiple decks, at least pick up 2 copies of this card.
And they heard Dr. Akira.
This is
On
Dr.
play,
Akira, yeah.
discard a card, summon a level 0 to stage. Oh, I like these. These can be good, depending on what you do with them.
This is 100% a staple in the Sigfeld deck. It's also a $5 promo in JP. So, if you're gonna buy it, buy 2 or 3 copies. Like, this is a pretty good box topper. If you pull this or the Phantom of the Opera Karen, you're rolling in the dough. That's free tendies. If you pull the other 2, you can mail them to me. I'll give you the stamp, because they're not worth anything.
Well, that was Revue Starlight Re Live for English. I would like to thank Matt again for being the lore master.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
In terms of upcoming stuff, we got more set reviews. We're trying to get through them when we can. Springfest season continues to march on, and I continue to have to be ready to go to them. So lots of shit and stuff, but we're finding time to record when we can.
I'd say definitely look forward to some deck techs for Revue when it does drop in English. I know that I'm thinking we do like a multi-deck tech or something. Matt can talk about Remikin. I want to talk about Frontier, and then maybe we can have like
that's all you guys.
Tech or something.
I don't know if I can look at Revue cards anymore. Maybe after movie. This is a little too dated for me.
Movie, we can have a slumber party and watch the movie, because I have not seen the movie, but the plot synopsis, it's them after college, like what they're doing in their professional lives.
That's pretty sick.
Yeah,
All right.
It's pretty cool. It's pretty good. It's a pretty good mulch.
Well, Matt, thank you again.
Yeah, if you want my list, they are on Encore Decks Big Moist. I have them by school. I have them by compatibility or like competitiveness as well. If you're trying to sit there and locals grind with Revue, and I have them by OTP as well. I should have at least one deck for all of those on my Encore decks. And
yeah, I'll link Matt's profile in the description.
If you have any questions, comment them, and I will directly respond to your comments in the video, or you can find me on Discord or Twitter or whatever, and just direct message me, and I'll hit you back. Forget about that stuff.
And with that, Pittsburgh Weiss Schwarz signing off. We will see you all in the next one.